Yo, what up? Hi, hello. I already recorded this video once, but I had to be super quiet because my cousin was here and, I don't feel like having people intrude on a video, so I'm re-recording this now that he's not here, so this is a super sketchy sketchbook tour just because this is my second one after the first video I did for it, where I said that I got one specifically to be very loose and sketchy. So this, I think, was purchase/use starting October 9th. So, boom! This is the first concept sketch for the bird creature that I have. It's the main antagonist for my comic. The only thing that's changed since then is I rarely draw the ribs, I don't draw the belly button, no breast assists. Everything else besides the mask has pretty much stayed the same. This I hate because his head is weirdly shaped, his face is just bleh. And then these were studies of basically JD from the Heather's animatics made by, how do you pronounce it? Shin? Is that how they pronounce it? Figure studies. More figure studies. More figure studies. I tried drawing animals, but as you can see by this very suspicious looking cat and this deformed whatever it's supposed to be, I should not do animal figure studies. Oh, and this poor horse. This is supposed to be a horse. It does not look like it, wink wink, but it's suffering. Everything here is suffering. Me. Aspen, when I was trying to figure out what eye shape to give him, and before I made his hair fluffier instead of, like, wavy. And then Ellie, I changed around his head shape a bit just because I want his face to be round, but I can't draw round faces well yet. And then some Mel doodles. More figure studies. Me trying to figure out how to draw a profile view. I still can't. What is side view, see? I still can't. More figure studies. Environment studies plus some hands. Eventually, I'm just going to stop announcing when they're figure studies because it's going to turn into a drinking game and no one wants that. So for this, I basically drew them out because one, I wanted to figure out how to start like the bases of their faces. Ooh, bars. But Mel is like an egg shape. Ellie is supposed to be a lot rounder than this. And then Aspen is kind of like this, even though it says not this. I changed it. He's more like rectangular, just not as rectangular. And then this, Mel isn't 5'10", he's actually 5'9". I wrote it here and scribbled it out, but no, I want him to be like 5'9"-ish. Aspen is 6 feet even, and then Ellie is 5'4", so he is like an inch shorter than me? Inch and a half shorter than me. Go play, Sims. Can you lay down? Don't sneeze at me. Who's your good girl? Huh? Want a treat after this? If you're good, I'll give you a treat. Jiggle potty, who's your good girl? This video has been derailed by my adorable dog. Not that you can see. You guys haven't earned that. Hi. So this is now going to be a one-handed sketchbook tour because one hand is petting my dog and she is far more important than anything I will ever do in my life. But this page is like the 25 expressions because, I want to make my comic, and back at this point last year, I was very focused on character consistency, so I thought this would be a good exercise to figure out how to make a consistent character. Did it work? No. Forensic stuff, basically different skulls. I didn't finish this one, but this was supposed to be a Negroid skull, which is like African Americans in general. This is a Mongoloid skull, which is typically Asian or Native Americans. And I was going to do a Caucasoid, but then I got bored and moved on to something else. So this was supposed to be like a what's in my bag, but for Mel. Over here, you can't see it very well. Kimmy, you gotta be quiet. You can probably hear my dog sniffing around. She's chilling. She's on my lap. Oh, you yawning? Who's your good girl? But this was supposed to be a what's in my bag for Mel. Over here, you can't see, but those are his earrings that, fun fact, Ellie gave to him. And then here, Deku Doodle, Todoroki that just says egg, a poor Aizawa and a poor Mike, and then Wart from Over the Garden Wall. This one is 25 expressions for Ellie too, because he's also like one of the main characters. He's not the main character, obviously, so I do want to focus on him. I did a jump cut, I forgot what I was talking. Anyways, 25 expressions, we're just gonna keep on rocking, apparently. These, trying to learn perspective, this is horrible. This is when I was trying to figure out how to draw each of their faces at different angles, and then these sticky notes are literally for specifically Mel. This one is my favorite one because I like how I did his face here. More doodles, Heather's, random girl on Pinterest, little ballerina. Aspen, Pinterest people. I was trying to learn how to, I don't know, keep it diverse when doing comic spreads or comic pages, so these are literally just a bunch of different ways to panel things. And this is 2 pictures of Mel and Ellie at, I want to say like 8-ish, and then this is them currently. Chris from Deltarune, Alexander Hamilton, 2 Pinterest people, and then this is a Welcome to Night Vale reference. Veronica, a weird Washington, Peggy, Burr, I don't know, Heather. January 2nd. Most of these were like maybe a minute and a half tops, or as low as a minute. More doodles. This is supposed to be Jacksepticeye. I paused in the middle of one of his videos and just started doodling. I don't think it looks like him. This one was thank you for 50 followers on Insta. Right now I think I'm at like 390 something. Either way, thank you. Icon doodles. A doodle for a picture of Mel. More comic stuff that isn't going to happen in the comic, I don't think. It's just doodling an alternative timeline. This was supposed to be Styles from Teen Wolf. Does not look like him. I don't like that one. This is a doodle of my best friend, and this was going to be me for a picture we took for our prom. Pinterest people. More comic stuff. I did this one first, and then I did this one. Doodles for a digital one I did. And these were all concept doodles for a watercolor or gouache painting I did. I don't remember which one it was. More doodles, flower studies. More doodles. These were because I made pins for my lanyard at work. I don't have it with me to show, but I do have doodles of my characters on them. Figuring out perspective. This is actually what the outside of Mel and Ellie's house looks like. This is Mel's bedroom specifically, and then this is the bird. This one I know I did around January 15th because Iyanla was staying with me for a week and we were just hanging out and stuff, and I drew this right before leaving for somewhere with her. And then this, I did it as we were watching a movie or something. More doodles, and then this page, this doodle specifically, is where the idea that Mel works as Ellie's bodyguard or security guard or whatever comes from, just because state your business, and then him glaring at people as they walk by. You probably can't see any of it with this lighting. Doodles, dip pen doodles that bled through. And more doodles. Dancing Ellie. Comic sketches. And then Ellie is, you know, Ellie Rayner the entertainer, so he really likes to dance a lot of the time, so I do draw him dancing a lot just because, 1, it's fun to draw, and 2, it's practice for when I actually have to draw him doing it. And then this is him, knocked out after dancing, and then Aspen says, I thought we were just supposed to be security guards, and then Mel says, you didn't really read the contract, did you? More comic doodles. This is like for the first chapter-ish. And then more dancing, and then I saw a picture of a random K-pop idol on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, that kind of looks like Ellie. I want to draw Ellie in that outfit, so I did. And then this is the concept sketch for the prosthetic leg that Aspen has. What? Oh, is that a spoiler? I think that's a spoiler. And then this is a concept sketch of Ellie's car. More doodles that you can't see. And then this is when I was planning my current icon. And then this is Mob from Mob Psycho, or at least his head. And then this is shorter, or it was supposed to be shorter, from Banana Fish. Doesn't look like him. Hand doodles. Random pictures of idols taken from Pinterest. More comic stuff. And then this is Regen Deku and Toshi in random outfits I saw on Pinterest. And this is his mother's ring on him. And then this is Kachan. And then a doodle for the Shigaraki picture in my other sketchbook. More comic stuff. Redraw of Benha and then Shoto. More sketches trying to figure out Ellie's face again, because he's actually really hard for me to draw. And then this one, I'm being called out. He says, looking pretty OOC, huh? So out of character. And then he's sarcastically saying, that's fine, super. Figure studies, figure studies, figure studies. I like this one. Again, so I saw this picture and I thought, oh, that's very out of character for him. I'm probably forgetting how to draw him at this point. And then he quite literally says, you forgot how to draw me, didn't you? More doodles. More. And then this is sketches for my Eraserhead hat I made. And then these were sketches of Prince because my mom loves him and I was going to do a painting, but I can't, it doesn't look like him, so I gave up and did something else. Sketches for, I guess like a movie poster or like a comic poster, whatever, for all the characters, or at least all the main characters. More Prince doodles, more. And then this is the last page. It was just, you know, playing tic-tac-toe. I whipped out this sketchbook in the middle of a restaurant when my brother and his wife were visiting, to which they were confused as to why I carry a sketchbook everywhere with me. But that's it. That's that. We're done. Goodbye. Goodbye.